It's time for Dents and Dreams, a painless dent repair podcast focusing on how you can use the fruits of this wonderful trade we call PDR to achieve your wildest dreams. I'm John Bideen, your friendly neighborhood dent reaper and host of Dents and Dreams. Now, let's get started. Let's get started indeed.
Everybody has a super cool freaking intro, man, except me, man. I don't know intro. Me and Joe don't have an intro. Or an outro.
Yeah. Well, you're the man who needs no introduction, Myke Toledo. I mean.
Oh, yeah. It's been crazy, man. Thanks for having me on, John. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. I much appreciate it. And it's always good to see you. Good to talk to you. And see how things are going over there in sunny California.
I wouldn't call it sunny right now. I mean, one of my students is from the UK, and he's like, "Man, I can come all the way and pay this money freaking for this weather, man." It's been kind of crappy raining, but it was beautiful the week before, and it's supposed to be beautiful after you leave. So you'll figure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you should have told that bloke. I don't know. I'm going for English vernacular, and I have none to draw upon. Just should have told him to plan better. Tim Green in the house.
What's up, Facebook user?
We got a Facebook user. Get it on. So we are on it. Man, oh man. So it's not sunny enough over there. It warmed up for a couple weekends. And sorry,
I like your studio.
Dale is texting me. I don't, we're live.
Yeah, forget that guy, man. What the hell's wrong with him, dude?
Bro. We're live now. But yeah. So yeah, a little late, but nonetheless, we made it happen. That's all that matters.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, my daughter got sick. She had to freaking take a COVID test, and they have to do all this, testing, stupid stuff. But it's all good. It's all good.
She okay?
So that's why I was late.
She passed her test with flying colors. I hope.
I'm assuming she will, but we don't know.
It's not a rapid.
No, it's like PCR, whatever they call it. So,
yeah. So they'll call you tomorrow. We'll call you tomorrow. All right. Well.
So what's going on?
Wishes
everybody?
on that. Yeah. Better late than never, says Andy Patrick. Thanks, brother.
What's up, Andy?
Thanks, brother. Man? We'll be checking into Ginger Bros tomorrow. Who you got on Ginger Bros tomorrow anyway, Andy? Put that in the comments. We'll get a little hype going for your show tomorrow. Speaking of hype, let's talk about the hype that I'm super excited for, and I'm sure tons of other guys are too. But Mega Media 5.0 is coming up. Kyle Chase in the house. Mega Media 5.0 coming up April 28th and 29th in Burleson, Texas at the wonderful new Anson showroom.
We got it going on. People are starting to sign up at last minute as usual. It's filling up. That's good. We're super excited. And my theme right here is to make sure that whoever attends to have the best, dopest photos ever. That's one of my themes here. Concentrate on framework of social media. I'm not going to tell you what other people do. I'm going to tell you how I do it, how I like to do, how my flavor is, and inspire you guys to do your own flavor and how you guys do it. So I'm really excited about that. I think we have another speaker coming too as well. I haven't confirmed with him. I think you guys know him, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag in case he's not confirmed completely. So I'll just hold off on that. We've got a ex-NFL player coming to speak.
Yeah, I saw that.
When you talk that, yeah.
Yeah. His name is Sean.
I forgot his last name as well. Mary's the one that recruited him. Apparently, he's a really, really good speaker. And I think that's what we do as as a business person, an entrepreneur, we have to stay motivated in what we do, right? Even right now, it's hard for me to balance things and then have shall I say, a schedule, and it's like going to work out, go to the gym. If you're not committed, right? If you don't have a schedule, you don't write it down. You don't say you're going to get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and get at it. It's not going to happen. So when you come to the Mega Media event, there's some accountability to that. That's what really your entrepreneur is. When you take on the role of becoming a PDR tech, you're wearing the hat of becoming an editor, a promoter, an accountant, right? Everything you can think of, video editor, all that stuff. But how do you do it? How do you keep up with it? And that's kind of like the biggest thing is people are like, man, I just can't keep up with it. I get so overwhelmed. So this is kind of helped structure that.
Absolutely. And if you're not all of those things, one thing you have to be is a delegator. And if you pick and choose what you can and can't delegate. And delegating social media, especially from what I've looked into, is really, really difficult because you still have to create the content. There's not a plethora of stock PDR photos out there for these companies to choose from. We're a very specific, very niche industry, and if you're not managing your own social media, you're gonna pay a pretty penny, and it's not gonna be as good. I believe anyway. But that said, I went to Mega Media 3 and 4, and I mean those things changed my life. And I don't want to sound like, whatever. I don't want to kiss your ass too hard, Myke, but literally, they really did. And it was not only the information and the great photos and the great videos, but all the people that you get to meet. I mean, just such high quality, awesome guys that I got to meet at those events. Don Kavanaugh, what up?
What up, Donnie?
He's a perennial attendee. We should say hi to Randy Hobson. Came in. Good wishes for Randy. Your daughter.
Appreciate
Nick
that.
Stark,
man.
what up? What up?
She's
Josh Dragos. Let's see. He'll be there this year or next year. All right. I'm holding you to that, Nick. I'm holding you to that. Chris Dale, he was in Greeley with us.
Good acting, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna get you, Jason.
Yeah. Creating content is difficult, but there's tricks and good ways to do it. Vinny wants me to pucker up.
What up, Cowboy Vinny?
Cowboy Vinny in the house. I'm a dumbass for not making it to one yet. I can't wait. Hey, Andy, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't call yourself names. Leave that to me. Get on it, dumbass. What are you doing?
I'm like I said, we're super pumped. I put my heart and soul into making sure that everybody's gonna get the most out of this. I want them to win just as much as we want to see everyone else win, right? I'm getting kind of excited inside, but kind of a nervous excited. And here's the thing: if I'm not nervous, right, it's not gonna be good, right? If I'm just like too relaxed, then something's wrong. I get kind of upset at myself for anything like that. I'm that's when shit goes wrong. When not saying it would go wrong, but it might not go as well as I want. I have to feel nervous because that's just part of it. Right.
Growth happens outside of our comfort zone. So you gotta push that limit. Right. You gotta force yourself to do the uncomfortable thing in order to grow. So it's good to hear you're feeling that way, Myke, because I just feel like it's only going to get better. I am the realest
mofo out there, dude. Right? I mean, dude, I'm 50 years old, man. I think about how long I've been in this business since 1991. For 10 years or 12 years, there was silence. Now you were out on your own there was there was no outlet, right? Except to maybe write a blog or, just do something that nobody could really feedback on you and you just couldn't associate. Then Dording.com came along, right? And I was on there in 2001, I think, 2000, somewhere around there. That changed the game. That was the pivot point of people connecting with each other.
Yeah.
And then
Hey, I got a question because I wasn't pushing Dents back in those days. On Dording.com, where the, when you typed in your comments and questions and things like that, was it all in like green writing or how did it look?
Yeah, it was in like a kind of like it was like a blocks, you know what I mean? It was just
the
like
old school forums. I took it way old school, like the old. It
was cool though because at least you can find stuff then, dude. Like it was archived, in Facebook they do have a search, right? But I don't think people know how to use it as well as you can do it, on a forum, dedicated forum. I mean, maybe I'm out of the loop on that, but I feel like things get lost in the Facebook groups or in the Facebook forums and pages and stuff like that.
It can get difficult to find things. Like I'm going to be putting a bunch of the tequila hubs on some of my tools. And I knew John Callenbach had a video out there of how he welded it. And I wanted to show it to the guy that I'm going to have welded on here. And it took me probably 45 minutes to find that video. And then I just put it up. I reposted in Dents and Dreams, so I'd be able to find it a little bit easier. But, who knows? By the time I get the welder over here, it'll probably take me another 45 minutes to find it again.
Yeah, I know. But it's what I'm just saying. It's good. It's a double-edged sword no matter what. Like the people who are coming into it, right? They have nothing compared to it. And they think right now it's good. Can I have to change the subject off Mega Meat event? We can still talk about that. But I feel like there's a shift on where people are going. And I was saying, like, I can't wait for Web 3.0 coming out because the shift is not just Facebook anymore, right? You're kind of going back to those forums kind of systems again. You've got Discord, which my son's been on for a long time already, right?
Yeah.
He's setting up my room and with bots and stuff. So that's going to be, that's pretty exciting. And then you've got Clubhouse, right? So there's those two platforms. And if none of you guys heard of those things, rewind it where I said Clubhouse and Discord. And if you have kids and they play games, they're probably going to show you the ropes really quick on Discord. So that's where
the gamers, the crypto community, they're real big on Discord, Telegram, Clubhouse. Telegram. Is Clubhouse still a
WhatsApp? Thing? Oh yeah, it's actually gaining more traction right now. Oh, wow. I'm still learning more about it too as well. So, nope, Clubhouse is live and kicking, man. So
I did some stuff on Clubhouse for a while, but it's just
you know what? No, this is what it is. When I started a podcast way back, I was going to podcast. What do you call it? In 2006, 2008, I was going to podcast meetings to learn how to do podcasting, and I was putting a podcast out. But the thing is that the PDR market or the industry wasn't ready for it. It was way ahead of its time back then, right? Nobody was none of the Dent guys were listening to podcasts. This is what it's like now. I feel like you get ahead of the game, right? And it's not just about getting to have friendly with it, but the younger generation's already there. But you've got to catch up to that younger generation so you can net those new customers that are coming in. That's the only ways I think about those things is how I can grow my business in those different avenues. Same thing with TikTok, or people who didn't think TikTok, they thought it was just a kids thing. And now look at TikTok, right? It makes you concentrate on your business, right? It makes you concentrate on your business for a very short time and really condense it and going, okay, show me the good stuff about what you do. Show me the good stuff about that repair. Show me the benefits, the good stuff about the value of your service. So I think it's good and bad, not good and bad, all good, but you can leverage it towards what you're doing. So
yeah. I think it's great. I've been hitting TikTok a lot harder lately. And
I've seen you change. I've seen you change your style, dude. I actually think it's great. I think you do a lot of speed ramps on your stuff. You get to the point. You're into the action. let's face it. I mean, I post a photo, right, on Instagram, and then I'll post a video, and then I'll post a reel, and the reel kills it every time. It's because people they're not interested in static stuff anymore. They want you to tell a story.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that was I don't know where I heard it, but if you start with a bang, like I've been start with a slow
That's what
mo
I said.
pull or whatever you call it, a speed ramp, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, let's say, if you start with, let's say you want to show your dent, right? A lot of guys will show like this, right?
Yep.
What I do is I'll show boom or just pat, and then go into that spot. Right? Because now you grab them, right? But if you're just doing something real slow and it's not good, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Right. Next, it's like the Gong Show, dude. If you don't freaking entertain them real quick in a second, dude, it's ding, you're done, dude. All right. So, but if that's if your motivation is to get more likes, then perfect. But if your motivation is to educate people, you can still do both. And that's my goal right now, is to try to do more educational videos for the client.
So, yeah. Oh, I love doing the comment response videos because people are asking the questions out there, and just a quick response to the comment. I mean, it tees it up so perfect. You don't even have to, like, sometimes I don't even realize that somebody would have that question, and then they ask it and you're like, oh, well, I can answer that question.
Well, I think you have a very good, I would consider that really good, John, because that's a different kind of perspective. I think the dangerous part about TikTok, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that you'll get too sucked into giving people all the time just fast, or more like this. If you have a niche where you actually spend more time in certain things, telling a story, taking that 1 minute or taking up to 3 minutes now on TikTok, I think you can be more well-rounded that way. But don't get caught up in always the fast, crazy, speed up videos, all that stuff. I think you need to realize that, slow down. Hey, wait a minute. Like, let's still give them some what they want, but let's give them a little bit of taste of this too as well. More about your company. You'll see more of that what I'm doing too. I've been editing some different things.
Yeah. I mean, people need to get to know you. I mean, I tell guys this all the time. Like, I see guys making great videos and stuff out there, but they don't put their face out there. They don't talk to the camera. And
you've heard me say that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And me doing that. Like, I mean, I've used the Mega Media videos as YouTube ads, and like, you show up and people are like, oh, you're the guy from the videos.
Yeah.
And somehow you're not like a big screen star, but you're a little screen star, and they've been watching you on their phone, and they're like, oh shit, hey buddy.
Well, the name of the game, John, is to your job is, and I know you have a lot of friendly competition, but let's face it, at the end of the day, you have to be more seen than your competition. That's just the way it is, right? And the advantage of not only, let's say you're not as seen, but you're seen. But if your face is more familiar to the person that they're seeing compared to the people who are behind the camera, you're building the know, like, trust theme. You know what I mean? If you can think about every time you do a video, are you having those three ingredients in your video: the know, like, and trust? And generally, the face always covers all three of those things in one shot.
I mean,
even if
they're gonna get the no for me. I don't know about the like or the. I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna trust you. But I think if you go about it in an honest way, that's, to me, the best way, because I don't want to show up somewhere. I mean, I don't know. I might rub somebody the wrong way. I'm fine with that. But if I'm myself the whole time, then at least the person who I rub the wrong way ain't gonna call me. And
that's right.
I'm fine with that.
I was gonna say, like, who cares? I mean, at least people who do deal with you already know that they like you, right? I mean, you don't have to worry about putting on some other hat that especially that doesn't fit.
Yep.
F that, speaking, that's the same thing with pricing. Oh, Joe Garcia, by the way, gave me a new price guide. I used it today. It's just awesome, dude. So you raised your prices to 195 because you have that thing that you
yeah, it's on
me,
my
right?
website. The minimum on my website says 199. I'm still using the Paul Gordon and the Mobile Tech, but my thinking behind starting my price guide online at 199 was everybody measures wrong. Everybody, that they're going to miss something. So I'm just putting that buffer in there. And quite frankly, if you're not willing to spend $200, just don't fucking call me, because I'm not, if you read 2 blogs, or, you have all these content writers for all these different websites that are, if you Google how much does PDR cost, there's an obscene number of articles out there that say $50 is the starting point. And it sucks, but it is what it is. And I don't know where these guys are getting their prices. They're not even Dent guys. They have no idea. But
doesn't that piss you off? Now, why do you think that is? This is one of my biggest arguments on my own podcast. Okay. Why are we letting the so-called people who know that about PDR telling the world how much PDR is when we're not doing it ourselves? Why aren't you telling your industry, your own industry, how much a dent costs? What is your cost? There we go again, right? We're promoting ourselves, but we're not promoting ourselves. Do you understand? We're promoting what we're capable of, but not what the value of our capabilities are to our potential customer. And we should be writing articles and blogs about, hey, this repair costs $1,500, and let me tell you why. You know what I mean? Let me break it down for you versus this. And creating videos and putting it on the blogs so it gets indexed and search engine friendly and all that stuff. More of us need to do that, but not let the so-called people who think, what it is. Now, that is a little bit of a rant, but I'm just telling you that is my formula. That's the way I want to go and do it. By the way, building a new website, I put 40 hours into this website already. Good. So it should be out sometime by next week. So I'm excited about that.
Is that the Dent Time website or Dent Trainer?
The denttime.com site. Yeah. So yeah.
Love it. I'm gonna grab another lemonade, Myke. Can I get you one? You want one?
Absolutely. I wish I could, man. Let me just grab that here. Man, hey Mo, what's going on? What's up, Andy? As usual, Don Cavanaugh. What's crack-a-lacking? Spoke to you this morning, bud. Robert, how you doing, man? Right, you have some of the best videos. I appreciate that, Robert. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching too as well. So yeah, listen, when I do videos, I like to do videos really I'm sure that's the same thing with you guys, but I try to do something different that could be valuable to a client, and obviously a little something that helps you guys too. I know now there's tons of videos out there that are doing big smashes and entertaining videos, things like that. But I think what I even get locked into is I kind of get sidetracked about my goal, right? And always the main goal for me is to promote my company. That is the number one goal. And how do I promote my company? Is to create more tutorial videos for my clients, informative videos for the client, for how it is. Not necessarily like how to fix a dent from start to finish, but how a dent is fixed in steps with what we do and how we do it. So I think a lot of questions can be answered that way. You can create a lot of material that way too.
Yeah. And I think a lot of us, and I've been guilty of it in the past too, you're trying to only post the hardest, when another dent guy looks at it, they're like, oh damn, and they're gonna give you the likes and be in the comments being like, nice job, whatever. And that's all well and good. It's good to show how far we can stretch the capabilities of PDR, but as far as educating our customer, I don't think it does as much as you would think and you would hope for. It's not, I think a tiny door ding video can go just as far. And if you just tell the story.
Can. It really can. You honestly, that's actually my favorite type of videos to do. It's not just the big smashes or stuff like that. It really is. A customer can learn a lot from a door ding perspective. I'd rather teach the customer why the value of a door ding is $175 or $200 or a minimum of $155, whatever it is, but it's not cheap, right? It's not $50. And the process of what goes into it. Like I just did one actually live on YouTube showing 3 door dings that are deep. I actually turned that tutorial informative video for the client into a reel. So, but that is true, John. 100%. I agree with you 100%. And going back to that, I think we get kind of, and me too, this is why I'm saying it. We get in the rut. We're like, all right. That dude just posted something. Let me post something good too. I gotta post something. And then it becomes a contest, right? And now we're sitting there going, wait a minute, we're losing perspective of what we're really supposed. What's our goal, right? You can impress a customer. You can open up your drawer and your tool and then talk about your tool, and people think that's super interesting to you. Every day it's the same old crap, dude, right? But it's really interesting. How are you getting to that door? How are you gonna take off my panel? Are you going to take the door apart? And I get that question all the time, right? And that's something that we can keep educating. Just because you did it one time doesn't mean it's enough. That's another thing too. You gotta keep doing it, man.
Look at. I don't know if anybody else watches Gary V content. If you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, I mean, he says the same 12 fucking things every 12 fucking days. Like, just keep pumping out the same. I mean, figure out whatever points you need to make and just keep pushing, because it's that's how you win. You have to keep consistently putting out the same message. And I feel like that is something that I'm just starting to grasp. Like, I feel like, I already did that video. I don't need to do that video. No, do it again and again and again, and
keep feeding it.
Because you're going to hit different people every time.
So. It's if you guys can do a, what you can do, just one cool video. It's not hard. You don't need to do a smash or anything like that, but take a glue tab, put it on and snap it, right? And then take your hammer and then just tap down the hammer, right? Or your tap down. Don does that awesome, dude. I like watching Don blend, right? But you can see that thing just come down, and it's the most fascinating thing to people. And what I like to do is I like to zoom in, like you can't do it on any. I think you can do it on Fusion, maybe iMovie, but I generally, that type of thing I like to put on my computer so I can control the zoom, right?
Yeah.
And I like to draw the person in as that dent's going down, right? And they're not moving. Guaranteed. I look at the stats and they're like, it's like stays up until the dent's gone, right? Almost down, then they drop off, dude, right? But if you can keep their attention by just zooming in, that is just something easy. Try it, you guys. Take a high spot and just tap down, do a time lapse, or do your regular video and then speed up the video. And I guarantee you'll have a lot of thumbs up and a lot of views on that. And it's easy to do. And you got to keep doing it. Do one that's just a tap. Do one that's with a voiceover. Do stuff that with titles and text through it. Keep educating them about what the process is.
Yeah. The thing that really changed the game for me was last time I went to get a new phone, they were only going to give me $50 for my iPhone 10. And I said, well, fuck you. I'll keep it.
No way. $50?
Yeah. They're like, oh, well, you could turn it in. We'll give you $50. And I was like, no, I'll keep the phone. And I've been using that. I'll just set it up and do a time lapse. And then I can still listen to the Dent Time podcast while I'm working. I mean, it's perfect.
Isn't that cool? It is cool, man. It doesn't matter what kind of time lapse it is. It usually holds the attention of the viewer. What I'm starting to see, though, it's more people on TikTok. It's not just Dent guys. It's the world. So that's one thing I like about TikTok is that you're not just getting a bunch of Dent guys. And I thank you very much, you guys, for following me and and giving me some love. I appreciate that. But all our objectives is to tell the world, like our potential customers and clients, right? So they can share it and then say, did you see this? Did you see that? And that is just something to do. And don't try to, I don't know, don't try to do something completely what everyone else is doing. Just record what you do, and then I like to actually create a soundtrack and pick a soundtrack and then picture how I'm going to do a video, and then start editing on top of the track. That's another thing I like to do.
So I use Splice. I'm sure you've heard of Splice. It's it's an iPhone editor, but it comes with stock music, so you can go in and choose your music. And I'll just find a song I like, add it, and see if it lines up. If it doesn't line up good or just doesn't have the right feel, then you can just go pick another song. And I'll do that until I got something fairly good. I'm not dropping the beat at just the right moment or doing any of that shit.
I was going to mention too, but have you ever got copyrighted infringement on YouTube?
No, because part of the licensing agreement with Splice is that you can use that music across social media. So I have to pay, I think it's $100 a year. But what I found, because I paid for artlist.io. Have you heard of Artlist?
Yep. I have a membership to that.
Yeah.
Subscription.
So that, I think Splice pulls their music from Artlist. Matter of fact, I'm almost 99% sure.
So I have a problem with I use Video Leap, and Video Leap is the same type of platform, pretty much. Okay, they have Artlist, but when I upload it to YouTube, like my shorts, it gets copyright infringement like that with their soundtrack. So what I do is I have to go Artlist, upload it to my phone, and then drop the track in there, which I don't mind because I have a whole library. But just letting you guys know, just be careful. Just make sure that whatever video you guys are downloading, put it up on YouTube and see if it's making sure it's fine. Even though they said, "Hey, you're okay," but for some reason YouTube doesn't want it. TikTok's fine.
YouTube's fine. Really picky about that stuff.
They're really picky.
I guess I've never been flagged, but I haven't. I just had that thought the other day that I need to go through my TikTok and Reels and pick and choose and put some more shorts onto YouTube, because
you guys have probably heard me say this before. If you let me just giving you guys some video tips. You will learn a lot of this in Mega Media Event, because I'm actually going to be showing you guys step by step how I do it and giving you tips on how to edit. But one thing, if you are editing your own videos, which you are, I know you guys are, but before you put it out there, I want you to turn off the sound completely, everything, right? And play it back. It doesn't look interesting with no audio at all whatsoever. And if it doesn't look interesting, go back to the drawing board. Make your clips shorter, make them quicker, zoom in, just do something that makes it look more intriguing. Then add back in your sound or your track or your sound effects one at a time, and then you're going to have a super good winner video. So trust me, that's what you want to do.
Huh. Love it. Yeah, it's you got to love it. What the hell? Somebody says DJ Dent Reaper. I don't know about that. We're not dropping the
DJ Reaper.
Some user says you can sample any song up to 30 seconds by law. I'm not a lawyer, but that doesn't sound right to me. Especially if you're using it to promote your business, that's even more so probably not the case. Otherwise, I'm going to start using the Beatles. Let's go. You can figure out. Nick Stark says you can figure out these editing apps. Yada yada.
You just have to pick one that you like. I personally like Video Leap. You guys heard me talk about that. It has everything that you can possibly have in one app.
I think you started talking about Video Leap like 2 weeks after I paid for a year of Splice, and I was like, well, I'm locked in now. So
I got a tutorial coming out on Dent Trainer on how to use it and how I was using that too as well. So
yeah. So let's talk about Dent Trainer, because a lot of people out here are thinking, well, Dent Trainers for people to learn how to, get into or start pushing dents. And there's a lot more to it than that people don't realize. Obviously, that was why it started, to teach people how to fix dents, but it's evolved into a huge library of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely, I would say, listen, if you are a beginner or a newbie or something, even if you're a veteran, but I'm going to start with the beginners because it really gives you a solid foundation framework on, to start and pick out tools. The number one question that I get in the world, and probably anybody who's done PDR and somebody who wanted to get into PDR, they'll ask you, what tools package should I buy? What tools should I get? Well, do you know how to do dents? No, I just want to buy some tools. Well, how are you going to use the tools if you don't understand how to use them, or what they're for? And so that is mainly a number one video that is being watched in Dent Trainers. What tools are what they're for and how they use them on what panels. And it's not just your common tools as well. It's the new tools. So if you're a veteran tech and you're like, man, I was always wondering about that tool. Well, now you can see how that tool's used, right? And worked, especially stand liner tools. A lot of people didn't know how the killer whale tail was used, or how the, what's the other one? The crane tool. A lot of different variations, glue pulling systems, things like that. So that's how it really started, was that way. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I think that's pretty much, the framework on that part is done. We do have guest trainers. We have Mario, who speaks Spanish, who's doing the same thing, is laying the groundwork for that. We have Stephen Hanbury, who does motorcycle repair, a specialist in there. But the route we're going later this year is content. So if you're a PDR company and you need content, you don't have time, maybe you need an estimate video, maybe you need a how to take photos of a motorcycle tank video, maybe you need some media, like you need some badass photos for your website, for just the hand shots and tool shots and really high-end shots. That is what we're going for now. That's what we're doing to help you market your company better. Maybe you need more tutorials on, hey, I want to see how Myke does certain things. And so we're going to have little quick videos from the phones and stuff like that, all based inside there. So that is where we're going.
I've downloaded and used those too. I think it's in the business section, or I don't know. Mm-hmm. But that's all, hugely valuable stuff. And obviously looks way more professional than I could do it, and all of that. You have your own price. Jack Bucknell in the house.
Listen,
Corey Nichols in the house. Christopher Allen in the house. Oh, somebody has a really good point, Myke. This Facebook user says the first tool is the Reaper set.
You're a Reaper.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris from Rapid. He's a great dude. Heck yeah, he is.
Chris Dale. Anybody from New York is, no, I'm just kidding, Chris. You're kind of shady, man. Shaky.
Chris, the first dude I ever met at a MTE, and it was a day early, and kind of there was another conference kind of on their way out and whatever, and I'm like,
yeah, you will see everything I'm doing, dude. You'll see everything that I'm putting on my new website. You'll see all the plugins that I'm using, all the video interactions. Talk about some chats. We'll talk about all those things that help you guys get a little inspired and see what you guys are using. So, I'm listening. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm the type of guy that likes I like things to look aesthetically really badass. I like things that looks like, wow, that was cool. I like when people come on my website, technically be entertained, shall I say? It's I don't want them to just jump on the site and leave. So I'm going to talk to you guys about things on my platforms that I build. One is WordPress. The other one is the other main website platform that I have. I'm not trying to sell you a website. I'm going to tell you the ideas of how to make your site and your company stand out even more. So that is what I'm going to be talking about as well at Mega Media Event.
Yeah. And yeah, just go, guys. Just go. We're gonna have so much fun and learn so much. And yeah, I look forward to the new picks. You got any sneak peeks on what the what kind of cars we're gonna have for the photo shoot?
No. We're actually still working on that. We're still working on it. Like it's gonna probably go a 3-day on the photos because we've had so many different layouts of shots to shoot.
Yeah.
So be ready, guys. Oh, and by the way, if you are going, one of the attendees going, and you have another service that you offer, I would bring a prop if you want that in there. So maybe you offer ceramic coating. So we want to take a sponge or a ceramic coating there and put it there. We'll take some shots of that for you guys. If you do protection film, I don't know, whatever you want to do, we'll shoot them side shots for you with that same type of shot that we're doing. So you guys get more bang for your buck out of that. Not saying that the photos alone, you shoot. David Ricketts is the one that shoots these photos, man, and it's high end stuff, man. Like can you imagine trying to hire a photographer?
He had a crane and shit at the last.
He's doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. We're doing another drop down shot right here, right? And Anson's got a freaking beautiful backdrop. They've got great places to shoot. By the way, Anson's event is on Saturday. Their open house is on Saturday, April 30th. So ours is 28th and 29th, and it's the 30th. So you kill two birds with one stone at this event.
What a massive double win. Like, both things on my bucket list every year to get to is to get to Anson Open House and get to Mega Media, and now I can do both at the same time. So,
Chris, we are working on that right now. We know a lot of people are doing motorcycle tanks, or they will eventually do motorcycle tanks, or they will at one point do motorcycle. Not everybody likes to do motorcycle tanks, but we know there's more and more people that are doing it, and so at least I would like more updated motorcycle tanks for myself. So we are trying to work on them. We will get one. Don't trust me. We are working on a motorcycle.
Yeah. I just got my stand mounted to the floor here a couple months ago, and I still haven't got a tank. I went to Harley, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we just got rid of all of our old tanks." So yeah, I got to figure out how to get a couple practice tanks in here.
Yeah, I forgot, Jack. You're right. Good point, though. Actually, I forgot to mention that. If you're going to Mega Media event, you better put your uniform list in right now and get it done, because you want to be on point. You want to look professional. You want to look legit, right? So get your uniform together. Don't forget your uniform, and be ready. This is a great opportunity.
That was a big fail for me and Greeley. I had just updated my Grey Duck Dent logo, and my hats were not in, and I was scrambling, like trying to figure out if I could do a one-off at lids, and like it was a mess. And I ended up just having to comb my hair, which basically never happens. I wear a hat every day unless I'm going to a wedding or a funeral or what.
I'm the same way, bro. In fact, I'm going to color my hair, dude. You guys are going to see a young Myke Toledo show up on that one, dude. Right? So I can't be going with it. I can't be going with the freaking my wife makes fun of me. She's like, "Hey, babe, you're getting old." I'm like, man, I am getting old, man. So
a little bit of wisdom goes a long way.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Nobody's worried about some gray hair.
I don't mind looking a little younger though. That's some wisdom, dude. So
howdy-ho. Tim Hayter, what up? Tim Hayter is coming in from Twitch, and this guy, he live streams with a GoPro on his head.
Oh, snap, dude.
I had him on a couple episodes ago. So if you guys want to learn more about that,
you can broadcast out to Twitch, or how's he coming in from Twitch, dude?
I'm broadcasting out to Twitch from StreamYard.
Oh, cool.
It's
Cool. I didn't
doable.
know that shit. I need to jump on that, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
What's young Toledo is gonna be if you like watching your YouTube videos. So I know, man. You know what's funny? I watched I was I'm doing my new website, right? And I go, shoot, I need some content for this page right here. And I go back and I'm like, gosh dang, dude, like man, I was way young back then, dude. So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look back at the old photos of. I mean, I notice it mostly in myself, but when you look back at those things, it's crazy. It's crazy. How long have you been in business, Myke?
It will be it will be 31 years in this June. So yeah.
31 years, yeah. Well, I mean, I remember when I first started pushing in 2010. I mean, your videos, I think, were like the only videos on YouTube. Like, if you want to watch YouTube videos about PDR, it was Myke Toledo or nothing back then. Wade Johns.
Did I tell you that story with my first video? Did you hear that video?
Yeah, but tell it again. I'm gonna grab another lemonade. This is a great story, and I've heard it, but I know a lot of people would like to hear it.
So my first video, like when I was training a guy back in 2005, I think, somewhere around there, 2004. Anyways, he goes, Myke, you need to have my friend. He does videos. He produces videos, and this is how I got into videos too as well. And he goes, he can do a video of you doing your dents and put it on YouTube. I was like, what's YouTube? He goes, oh, it's this video platform where you can just post a video and it's great. Everyone in the world can see it. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, come over to his house. And so actually it wasn't his house, it was a little office he had. And I went over there and he had this like tower thing, right? And this computer, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna shoot a video. I was like, all right. So we take a shot. He shoots the video. He goes, all right, we're gonna come back to the office and we're editing. I was like, what the heck is that? And he's like, oh, this is a Mac. And I'm like, Mac? Like Apple? He goes, yeah. I go, shoot, I thought that was dead in the 70s and 80s. He's like, no, this everyone uses this for video editing. I was amazed like how he could do everything from his computer right there on the spot. Anyways, long story short, he did the video, edited it, put it up on YouTube, and it was going viral. It was like, he goes, Myke, you got 100,000 views. And all of a sudden I start getting all these comments like coming in like left and right. Oh, you're humping the dent out. Oh, look at you, you're dicking it out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about, man? And I go look at the video and he's filming. I look at the reflection and my zipper is right where the dent's at. It's a Dorning. And it looks like I'm sitting there going, I'm just like I'm humping the dent out, dude. It really does look like and the dent's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I was like, take that down, dude. Like, take that shit down, dude. Like, and he's like, no, you got so many videos. Like, take that down right now, dude. And anyways, I kind of regret that, but that was my first video on YouTube. So
you don't have access to that video anymore?
No, I don't have access to that video. I kind of wished I did. It was kind of cheesy, but it put a lot of, it was just, I don't know, man. I kind of wish if you'd see the first video I put on my channel, it was it was a square video, right? And it's this guy, it's astronaut. He's fixing the space station thing, right? And I put it in there, and I there's a square box. I was doing in 3D. I was so happy because I did on my Mac computer, and it was like, I was flying past him, and it said "Dent time, dude, coming to you, right near you, right?" And it was going down, and I put a little thing on the astronaut. And he says, "It's still there." He goes, "What the heck?" Right? It flew back. It was cheesy. But I was happy, I think everybody did their first cheesy video, and they were just happy they actually were able to edit something,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, and yeah, I mean, geez,
you do.
Go back to my first video. It's nowhere near as cool as what you're describing. It's my dumbass sitting in a park, the grainiest, worst video quality, terrible audio, wind blowing. and me trying to describe PDR to the general public. And yeah, but you got to start ugly if you're going to start. So, you know, and whatever, you know, 10 years later, 10 years, that was probably, 4.5 years ago. 4.5 years later, I'm still not
John,
that
you're
great.
right. You're right. You know, John, you know, I just want to say, man, you're one of the most down to earth guys in this industry, man. You always giving the shirt off your back. You're always there supporting, no matter what podcast or what event or what person it is, man. I just wanted to. We need more of those guys like that, dude. And this is what makes PDR so great, you know. So
I'm just trying to learn from the best and do what I can.
Who you point to? No, listen, I don't want to call this being smoke. Pat each other on the back. Listen, just take the compliment, bro. All right, appreciate you. You know. All right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you as well. So, and yeah, I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I'm at without help from a ton of people, yourself included.
Well, everybody's helped me on my career out. Everyone's been part of my career just as much. So thank you guys. So I want to see you guys at Mega Media event. So don't waste time. And actually, one of the hotels is already sold out, by the way, because there's another convention there along with ours. So that one's already sold out.
I'm staying at Jellystone, and I would recommend that to anyone. They have cabins. The cabins are basically like a hotel room. You got everything you need there, and it's across the freeway from Anson, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, so. Cool. Robert says he's going to go edit his video and make sure his zipper's down. Dude. Or no, zipper's up. No, my zipper was up, dude. Mine was up. It's just you guys should. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Check it out. Yeah, Jack's staying at Jellystone.
Chris Dale, are you going? Are you going? Put him on the spot, dude. I didn't see you sign up yet, man.
What's up there, Long Island? Are you going or not? Should I forget about it? He hates when I do a terrible New York accent. So, like to rub it in a little bit.
You guys are two peas in a pod, man. I couldn't see, like, usually Chris is he's usually with you, man, at these events too, man. We're closing it down. Yeah.
We get along. We're right on the same plane. He knows how to have a good time, and he says he's trying to scrap up some cash. Well,
I messaged
all those Harley tanks you're doing, bro. You got it.
I know he's finding his niche, man. Like, hey, like, yeah, Chris, I got a guy that I'm training. He reminds you of the same thing as you, having a hard time. He wasn't sure, you know. When I train people, and you guys could probably all have this thing, is that they go through this moment where they feel like they didn't make the right choice. Right? They really they go through and they go, oh shit, dude! Like, I just spent all this money, and I'm getting my ass kicked because I thought I could actually fix a dent by now, or consistently, shall I say? And it's not easy, man. Like, I'll tell you right now, I don't pat you on the back. I don't give you easy dents to do. I give you real world dents, real dents that you're going to see that people will want to pay for. Once in a while, you get a bone thrown to you, but you don't want to be confused and panic because you've never seen a dent like that, or what to do or how to remove the deep part of the pit out. So,
yeah. How long do you train? How long do you train, guys? Is it you only do a month, or you do a 2-week session too, or how does that go?
Yeah, I do 2 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm working on a 6-week course, but that's still in the works. I don't know when that's going to be done because there's a lot that goes into that. I think the 6 weeks is going to be the all-in-one package. We're going to have tools that from different companies. But they'll be able to rotate the tools too. I don't want to get too much deep into it, but I don't want somebody to feel like, oh, Mike's only giving me this tool package, so I don't get a choice. But there's a lot involved in that. But how do I train it? I got 2-week training, a 3-week, and a 4-week right now. The 2-week, the reason why there's 2 weeks is because a lot of people can't go for 4 weeks. They generally have a job already, right? So they'll take 2 weeks come for 2 weeks, and then what they're allowed to do is if they come back within 3 weeks, they'll pay the difference for the training. So they're not paying the full 2-week tuition twice.
Right.
You see what I mean?
So you can
but
kind of
most
break it
people-
up.
Yeah, but most people are going for it at 4 weeks, right? And then there's a lot to learn in that in the 4 weeks. And somebody goes, well, what's the difference between the 4 weeks and the 2 weeks? And I'm going to say time, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, right? Really, an hour makes a difference. It's intense, right? You're learning. You're learning stuff. I don't fart around. Right? I put you right on a car, on the side of a car, not on the hood. I feel like the hood's the easiest to learn. So why am I going to put you on a hood, right? I want to put you on something side. I ask you if you're left-handed or right-handed to make you feel comfortable. And if you say you're left-handed, you're going to start on your right hand. If you're right-handed, you're going to start on your left hand. So I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable really fast, but get you comfortable more faster. You see what I'm saying? So So those are some of the things that I put you in positions that you feel awkward, but then you feel comfortable naturally in full habit. You know what I mean? And just like an instinct. So that is something. Those are the reasons, or how I train, just partially. A lot of people think they see my live videos and they think it's just, all right, push here, do this, do that. It's more tense than that, dude. But it's keeping your dent clean.
And do you recommend, or maybe you would prefer they don't? Everybody kind of has a different view, but do you recommend they would start online and maybe do certain like the X's and O's or exercises like that? Do you recommend they do those at home and learn from Dent Trainer online first, or would you rather have them fresh?
I'd rather have them fresh, to be honest with you. If they already know they're making a full commitment, they already made their mind up that they actually want to do PDR. That's why I'd rather have them do that way. But if they're already on Dent Trainer and then they realize, well, I do need personal training, at least they know that they're realizing that they need it, right? And so that gives them, at least Dent Trainers give them a head start and point them in the right direction, and telling them that. But the part that's hard to really grasp is holding the tool, pushing. A lot of people, I didn't realize I had to push that hard in that center. I was, of course, because when you're pushing from the outside and then you hit the center, right? The center holds the most amount of pressure in that area, right? So you're not used to doing that because it makes you doubt that. It makes you doubt that you're pushing in the right spot. But the physical aspects, a lot of guys will twist, right? They'll twist their tool, but they don't realize they actually got to use their body leverage and then lean into the tool and twist at the same time. You got to have that balance, and that's another thing that they go, wow, I didn't realize that either in the video. So there's a lot to the small details, right? The quick corrections make the repair.
Yeah, definitely things that I'm sure you can't convey.
What's up, Michael? How you doing,
video?
Dog?
Glidewell in the house. Nick Stark is hey, Nick, have you heard the phrase fuck your excuses? Get a power of attorney. I'll see you April 28th. I'm just kidding. I love Nick Stark. He's a good dude. His brother Tony, very rich and
What did Chris say? He said he got drunk every Friday night and crying himself to sleep.
Yeah,
he's talking about training.
His training, he got drunk every Friday night and cried himself to sleep.
He did.
That's not abnormal from his everyday life. I think he gets drunk and cries himself to sleep every Friday. So it doesn't seem, it is what it is. I just like busting chops. Corey Nichols says Dent Trainer helped him out a lot. So
awesome. Thanks, Corey. Appreciate your support too as well, man. So
yeah. And I'm always, telling people, like, I love it when, people on TikTok or Instagram or wherever are, you have any tips? How can I fix a dent here or there? And I'm like, yeah, I got a tip. Hire a professional. Or if you're going to do it, get some training. Like, just get her done. Shutty's in the house.
What's up, Shut?
Dent Digest, Thursday night. Who's your guest on Thursday, Shut? Hey, and by the way, Glidewell, tell me who your guest is. I think you're doing one tomorrow. And Andy Patrick never chimed in with his guest, I don't think. But I like to just promote all the PDR podcasts because the podcast, back in the day, PDR Tool Time and PDR College, like they really, really leveled me up when I was a young PDR tech. Well, young in my career anyway. But yeah, so
what's funny is that we're all still young in this. We're just seeing what the potential of PDR is. I mean, look at these crazy repairs that are being done. It's ridiculous. But it's not just about the crazy repairs. What's funny is that we're actually more far ahead in our repairs than we are promoting. Think about that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to me in a way, because we should be putting, it's my opinion though, but we should be putting pricing on there. We should be teaching people, like, what did that cost, man? Like, that cost $3,000 or $4,000 or $1,500. Why did it cost that much? But I'm not going to get into all of that. But I'm just kind of, we're going this way, but we're still here.
Yeah, so. I just said fuck your excuses to Nick, but like in my mind, I understand why it's happening this way, because I learned every single day more about pushing dents. Like I mean, I never feel like I have it 100% figured out, and I'm always learning new tricks, new things, whether I'm learning from, your podcast or Shutter Glidewell or Ginger Bros or somebody else's video, just a random TikTok or Instagram post or whatever. I'm always learning more about the craft itself, and I don't realize that I need to dumb it down and go backwards and educate the public on it. And
we all forget that, because we're all about the wow factor, but you can still kill two birds with one stone by doing wow and education at the same time, right? Like, who actually, Christopher Ray did a really good video not too long ago, like last week, and he did a really good educational video on how the price was about this crease I think he was doing, right? And we all inspire each other on different things, but I think that was one of the best videos to this year, as far as educating a customer, client, and at the same time showing how it was done, right? So that is the main thing. I know Matt Moore's doing it too. So yeah, Matt, you're one of the leading things in there. So Stephen Hambry is awesome at doing the video tanks, gas tanks, about how he educates people. So we're getting there. I'm not saying we're not doing it. I just feel like we all need to do it, right? And so
absolutely. Yeah. Let's all step our game up a little bit here. And he said Dave-O did a good one. Dave-O's killing it on.
Get with me, Matt. I still need to talk to you, Matt. So hit me up. So
yeah. And Kavanaugh says it's Sean Harper. Sean Harper is the former NFL speaker, keynote speaker at
play with the Rams.
Mega Media. Yeah. Rams, Indy. He's a bad mofo. Hopefully I don't have too many lemonades and talk shit to a former NFL player. That would be bad.
Did Dave-O do one? I haven't seen Dave's. I will take a look at Dave. Dave-O's another. Yeah, that Dave-O.
He's crushing it on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah. Dave-O's doing a great job. There's a lot of good guys in this industry that do it. Christopher Ray, Stephen Hambry, Matt Moore, the list goes. Jack. Hold on, Jack. Jack does a freaking great. Jack is funny, dude. Like
Bucknell does. Yeah. Bucknell's crushing it on TikTok as well. He's doing amazing things. I love his stuff. Love hanging out with Jack too, and he'll be at Jellystone as well. Hope to see everybody there. But yeah, I don't know. Did we miss anything, Myke? We're a little over an hour here. I just realized.
Well, I think we covered it, man. I think I'm happy that people got on here and participated in here, and it was great talking to everybody and spilling the beans on things. So
yeah.
I hope you guys can make it. It's April 28th and 29th, and then you got the Anson open house on April 30th. I know it's going to be epic. I know you guys are going to have a great time. take some awesome photos, and man, we're gonna just make it happen. We're gonna have a great event.
Yeah. Absolutely. Guys, show up. The link's in the description. It's themegamediaevent.com. So check it out, and check out Dent Trainer too. Whether you're just getting into PDR or you've been in PDR for what have I been 12 years now, and I just renew my membership every year because I probably only log on to Dent Trainer 2-3 times a year, to be honest. But every time it's a learning experience, or I get some good content out of the deal. So get on Dent Trainer as well.
That's the thing too. It's like this last thing, we are working on Dent Trainer as far as the media stuff. So you guys can download photos to use for your website. You can download videos. You can download price guides. I'm talking to Joe, so we're working on something like that. So there's all kinds of things that you can use to promote your company that will be available in the very near future. So hang in on that.
Yeah, buddy. One last thing from Tim Hader. He says live streams are great. Everyone on YouTube and TikTok. Twitch has a great audience too. Just a learning curve.
My advice on that though, guys, is go to one. If you don't know, you're kind of confused, just concentrate on one platform first. Really get that down. Do the one that you know that you're going to like, because that's the one you're going to do the best at. But you can't. But don't give your audience a half-ass experience if you're not going to put your 100% effort into it. So that's my advice on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you gotta play. You gotta play on the playground that So if you're using Instagram regularly, stick with Instagram and then expand out from there. But I don't know. For me, I'm at a minimum, gotta have a profile. I try to have a profile as many places as I can, and at least a couple pieces of content until I figure it out.
Yeah, you got to be relevant. I mean, lately I've been dialing down my Instagram because I want to focus more on quality educational stuff I want to do. And I think it's very important, like Corey's right. So you need to post it's very important as a young social media kind of getting on board, account, that you definitely need to put in the work a lot, right?
Oh yeah.
As you get more subscribers or more followers. I mean, what is your goal though, right? Followers don't mean crap if you ain't doing nothing with it, right? What are you using followers for? What do you need them for if you're not going to monetize it, or you just think that just because 1,000 dent guys are following you and you're all gung-ho about it? But what are you doing with that? You want more people to follow you because they're going to use you, right? And I get it. Anyways, I'm not going to get into all that different stuff, but I do get business from it, so that's why I do it. But make sure if you have post content that's educational, you're building trust with the potential client that sees you on TikTok. So that is, or Instagram or YouTube. That is what your goal is. So
yeah.
I talk about that too. Go ahead.
Chris Dale says the Tesla X-rays. I know he's referring to Dent Trainer and tool discounts.
Oh yeah, that good points right there. Yes, tool discounts there. Anyways,
so I'm sure we could go on forever, but you have a sick daughter at home and plenty of things.
I don't know. She's jumping around all of a sudden now, so.
I had to bring my 13-year-old daughter to the ER because she was flailing around on the couch a couple of weeks ago, and they said drink more water and chill out, and that was.
What that cost you, dude?
I still haven't got the bill, but it's it was during spring break, and we probably could have taken a trip to fucking Mexico for that. But
Yeah, I agree, dude. Yeah, I know.
It is
Anyways,
what it
I'll keep
is.
you guys, man. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys. I hope to see you guys at the Mega Media event. And thank you for having me on, John.
Pleasure all mine, Myke. I can't wait to see you in about a month at Mega Media. And everybody, sign up. I hope to see everybody there. It's always a blast, and you're going to learn a ton and get a ton of good content. So, till then,
see you
live your
guys.
dreams.
Just wanted to thank you for listening to another episode of Dents and Dreams. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, compliments, or complaints, I can be reached at Dent Reaper across social media. And be sure to subscribe to the Dents and Dreams Facebook group and or YouTube channel, because that's where it'll happen if and when we go live. Thanks again.